But first, we got to start with what a lot of people are talking about in sports and college athletics is the court stormings that we're having in
Mm.
college basketball. Max, it came to a front this weekend when Wake Forest they upset Duke, and it's a mob of students run onto the floor.
Stampede.
I I think it was even a little early. I don't think the clocks were even at zero yet. And as Duke big man Kyle Filipowski's walking off, someone rams into him, and he tweaks his knee a little bit. I will say he played tonight at home against
Good,
Louisville. If there was
good,
if he was
good,
if he was not 100%, they would not have played him against Louisville. So Kyle Filipowski not injured during
good,
this scene.
good.
But now it begs the question: do we need to stop the court stormings? Max, I'll throw it to you. What do you got here?
Oh man, the court stormings. If you haven't seen the video, everyone, just picture, just picture the Lion King when Simba and Mufasa are running away from all the damn buffalo. All right, like as soon as I saw those clocks turn red, Kyle Filipowski got rammed by
Yeah, they were already there. They
a
were
hundred
already on the
students,
court.
hundreds. Uh, I'm glad Kyle Filipowski's okay. Okay, I'm glad to hear that because Duke does not win in the tournament without Kyle Filipowski. I'll
Oh
tell you,
no.
he is the big dog on the team. He's the reason they're number two right now in the ACC, competing against UNC, North Carolina. So I'm just really, really happy to hear that he's okay. But do we ban storming the court? This is all I got to say, Cobreeze. This is my opinion. Okay, because I'm all for tradition. I'm a traditional guy. Okay, I celebrate holidays. I'm a
Do you?
religious man.
Do you?
I like traditions. Okay, I understand the excitement as a student when your team takes down another team that is in the top 10. Okay, it's a big feeling because you're a
Wake
part of the team.
Forest over
Yeah,
Duke?
yeah, that's big
Exactly.
time upset, no doubt about it. Here's the rule: wait till the players leave the court and then allow them to go party for 5, 10, 15 minutes or whatever that. I don't know how long it is when they start from the
Blair
court. Never,
music.
whatever. Okay, that's fine with me. Okay, but just wait until the players are off the court, heading into the locker room, and then they can go have their little shindig. All right, that's it. Protect the players first. Protect the players. Get them off the court, and then go have a little
Coaches.
party for 10 minutes. What's the big deal? Okay, that's what I got to say. How do you feel, Cole Breezy? What do you think about this?
Max, I'm right there with you. I do not want to talk about banning court stormings.
Mm,
Okay, that's what makes college basketball and even to an extent college football. You don't really see a lot of field stormings in college football, but
true.
it's what makes college basketball so unique and so exciting and so awesome. Like
Yeah.
you can storm the floor and party with the players after the game. But I'm with you. Let's wait till the players, the losing team gets off the floor. Coaches are gone. We do the handshake line if that's still a thing that we're gonna do. We put a minute or two on the clock. We put a minute or two on the clock. We get everybody off, and we're safe. Then you can come on. We get everybody organized. We release the beasts. They come on, and you got to have a penalty in place if you're gonna storm the floor early. You got to have a penalty in
Yep.
place. We see NCAA fining the schools. The universities, they don't care about these fines. Okay, they use these stormings for their social medias to attract students and athletes. Okay, they use this for promotional things. Okay,
Yeah.
they'll pay the fines. It doesn't matter. So you got to have a penalty for the students if it's an arrest. Like you can't run on an NBA court. You can't go to a
No, no,
Denver
no, no.
Nuggets game over here and just run on an NBA court. You're going to get
Uh-uh.
arrested.
Mm-hmm.
So does that need to go to college basketball? It might. It might if you go on early. If you run on the damn floor early, you might have to get arrested, or maybe you're kicked out of school. Maybe you're kicked out of school.
Oh, that's a tough one.
No one's going to do it if that's the penalty though.
It's
No
true.
one's no one's
Very
going to do
true.
it. That's how I think you fix this thing.
I think also just to add with waiting until the opposing team at least leaves the court is that okay? when the clock goes zero and students are jumping over the seats to get onto the court, okay, that's dangerous. I think we can all agree that shouldn't be allowed. And probably students are getting hurt, which we never hear about. We don't hear about the students getting hurt during these stampedes. So I shouldn't be laughing. I shouldn't be laughing. The Kyle Filipowski video. There was this one student that tripped and slid, and then that stampede just swarmed. I don't know if it was a boy or a girl. They probably got stepped on. They might be part of that court now, like just like flattened and part of the court for history.
Blood on the court.
But yeah,
firmly in the cracks.
Part of the hardwood now. Part of the hardwood. But I think it does make sense, right? Because now the students can start lining up, right? They can start lining up safely and not pushing each other and jumping over seats, and old people that are trying to watch their baby play, and they don't have to push old people out of the way. I think it gives them a little bit, just a little bit more safety. It only makes sense. Protect the players, and in doing so, it will also protect the students.
Currently, right now, the Power Six conference is looking at the fines that they have for giving to universities when their fans storm the court. The SEC is the most they're the most rough here. $100,000 for your first offense, $250,000 for the second offense, and $500,000 for the third offense. Okay, the SEC is not messing around.
Whoa.
Pac-12 is $25,000 for the first offense, $50,000 for the second, $100,000 for the third. Big 12, they fined UCF in January when they stormed the floor against Kansas. Not sure what the Big 12 really has in place for every team. Big East has a $5,000 fine. The Big 10, your conference there, they have no fines until the third offense. You can storm the fucking floor 3 times before you get fined.
Stop that. Just a little slap on the wrist. Don't do that 2 or 3 more times. Don't just stop. Just so you know. Just so you know, 2 or 3 more times, and then you know what? Ooh, we're
gonna be in there.
We're gonna get you.
And then the ACC, where this court storming happened, Wake Forest over Duke, they currently have no fines. The only Power 6 conference that doesn't fine anybody right now. So, whatever that means, I don't know. We'll see what happens moving forward with those fines. But like I said, court stormings makes college basketball great. You look back to the 1974 Notre Dame upset over UCLA and Bill Walton, that long winning streak. They stormed the floor in 1974 at Notre Dame. Okay, it's always been part of college basketball.
Tradition.
We can't get rid of it. Lastly, before we move on, my most memorable court storming happened in February 2013, Notre Dame, Louisville. Okay, College Game Day was on the scene for this one. It was a 5 overtime thriller, Max. 5 overtime thriller. Notre Dame won 104-101. We rushed the fucking floor. You remember my boy Foust, right?
Yeah.
So there's a picture on ESPN of him running by Gorgie Jang. Gorgie Jang has the ball at the end of the game, and Foust is running by him. It was an awesome experience. College Game Day, being there in the morning. The guy hit the half court shot. We stormed the floor. We stormed the court in the morning during College Game Day, and Foust actually going on record saying this. Foust actually took one of the State Farm basketballs. He still has it to this day, and you can see the ESPN people looking for the missing ball during the show. It was hilarious. So then to go to the game at night, 5 overtime thriller. You beat Louisville, and if we remember 2013, that's the year Louisville won it all.
That's what I was going to ask. Is that the year they won? What Silva? What Siva?
Peyton Siva. Russ Smith, Gorgie Jang, Shane DeHannen, Luke Hancock. That was a solid team with Rick Pitino.
Fun. Rick Pitino, baby. Him and his prostitution ring. That guy is a
he gets around.
He gets around. Thank you for saving me before I said something naughty.